Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. In the last episode, we were working on Havarl to clean up some of the quests there. Took care of a bunch of stuff. And then we scanned a bunch of mutated creatures and discovered the stuff the Rokar were trying to do and put a stop to it. So, it was a bunch of good things. And now we are here on Aya to take care of a few more things that need to get done. We need to decide on what we're going to do first. I think we're actually going to take care of this Eladin quest first. Searching the med center on Aya. So let's see where that is. That's over here. Down there. Is it in the Resistance headquarters? Let's see. There's a way to get downstairs. It doesn't look like it. Ah, here we are.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Alright.
You're not supposed to be here.
I have something for you.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
What happened?
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
Tell you more about this attack.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladin. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
How did you get to Aya?
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
I understand. Well, let's see.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Some of us are good.
Lots of us are trying to bring some good to Helios. Like Rorik. Like me.
Rorik. I should have known he'd be worried about me. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
Alright. Do we actually have a quest to go back? Oh yeah, I did do some scanning and I found some satellites. I guess that was part of a quest. Travel to the Angaran vessel's nav point. Don't know what that is. Return the star map to Avela. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Avela. Turn in those relics we found. Let's see. How do we get into this place again? Oh, over here, I think. Yep, there we are.
Oh, you're here. Welcome to my favorite place in the galaxy. Pavoa, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Did I not turn these in?
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Ah, there we go. I found an artifact.
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Did the Angar travel far?
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
We found another artifact.
I picked up this figure earlier. It might be Angaran.
This is unfamiliar to me. It does resemble an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? Implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
Maybe it's not Angaran?
Could it be a relic from another culture?
The technique and material matches other Angaran relics, and you found it in one of our worlds. But perhaps the depiction isn't an Angara. It could be a deity of some sort.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan, a musical instrument. It uses an Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing this beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
And make some new history.
You're already rebuilding. Look at Aya.
We have a long way to go. In any case, relics like this help us. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
Okay, yep, it's done. This frame is from a wall of the Governor's Republic residence on Vold, which was destroyed by Ket bombardment of the initial invasion. Governor, all staff, and most of her immediate family were all killed on the blast. When Vold stands liberated, this relic will form the cornerstone of a monument to those who gave their lives defending our home. Okay. Okay, so what is next here? Actually, let's take a look at the map. It might be easier to go by that. We have Speak to Volrun on Aya, Moshai Sephra. Speak with the few remaining Angara on Aya who know how to conquer their people. Okay, we can go do that. Volrun.
The Moshai said we should speak. You remember the Ket's arrival.
One of them came to our city on a vow to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
No wonder I wasn't welcome.
Now I know why my arrival had everyone on edge.
When I saw you walk with Paran through our city, I hoped the guards would kill you. I will never trust outsiders again.
Alright, let's head over here. Maybe this might be easier to fast travel.
Increase your odds of survival.
Donetsk.
Where are
The Moshe said you'd want to hear my experience with the cat, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the cat. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a cat transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
You must have been young.
You can't have been more than a child when that happened.
I was old enough to know life would never be the same.
Alright, we'll talk to you.
The Moshai said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared. Why my father mourned for months.
You must have been scared.
I can imagine how terrifying that was for a child.
What frightened me was seeing how helpless my parents felt. All our leaders were confused and fearful. The terror made us hesitate. That's when the Ket struck. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
Alright. We have... Visit the Andromeda Initiative Embassy on Aya. Okay, we can do that. To figure out how to get there. Ambassador
I trust
Yala.
our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I can relate.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
Sounds like there's trouble.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
Alright, I'll take a look.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Future plans?
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Any other problems?
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
All right.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
All right, we're going to speak to Sorvis Len. Let's see, where is he?
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Please relax.
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
What else did he say?
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a ket. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
I need to find him.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
He is a bit abrasive, isn't he? Alright, let's see. I got an indicator when we're getting close, so.
I'm sorry. They're using a different encryption on this message.
Apparently there is something scannable here. Ah, this. Not here. In the infirmary? Nope, apparently not. Through here?
Ryder.
Cora?
Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout. It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
I detect the infrared dye Silvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
But the Angara have some smart tactics.
Hello.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I'm here to listen.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
And we upset the balance.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
It's alright.
I believe you. And I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Alright, yep, we can do that. Let's talk to the quartermaster. Anything interesting here?
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
It's okay to mistrust me.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
Angaran, Ferran. Ultra rare pistol. 2 shots, very high damage, very low rate of fire. That's interesting. I might have to come back here and take a look. We're gonna return the ambassador.
Good to see you. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
Make room back home?
We could let Angar who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
Alright.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Apparently there's some other people we need to talk to. Yes, these people. Talk to them about moving to the Nexus. See if they'll be willing to come on over.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
That's up to you.
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
All right. I'll talk to this person over here. If we can get through. Oh yeah, Drax hanging out at the bar. Sort of. Uralt.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
There aren't any guarantees.
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
Alright, and one other over here. We actually have another quest to pick up. Let's go talk to the person first, and then we'll see what this quest is. Solro.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder, I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer. But I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
Sure.
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
Alright. That's done. Let's go see what this person over here wants.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work on the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
Alright. Let's gather some supplies. Let's see. Where's the closest? agricultural scientist.
Weird question. You don't have any Quiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Let's grab it. Well, we might as well grab the other things while we're here. The aqueduct engineer. Oh. This way?
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
Alright, we'll grab that. And we need a medic for some antibiotics. Most likely down in the infirmary.
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
There we go. And that should take care of everything. Well, almost everything. What's this? Find a plant on Aya for Suvi. Oh. You can grab that. Movie night, snacks. Okay.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll behave.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
Ooh, Cobra RPGs. Definitely take some of those. Remnant decryption keys. I believe this is marked somewhere. Grab the model. Let's see. There. I think that's probably what we're looking for. Confirm trade. Alright, back over here. Now I need to bring these to this guy.
I found Quiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them. More of your outposts need help, if you have time. Volt's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find. Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
Alright, and we then need to get the solar thing. So grab that real quick.
You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Yep, we'll take it. Alright, let's go turn this in, see if there's anything else that this guy needs.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Alright, there we go. And I believe that should be everything here. Alright, so let's hop back to the Tempest.
All systems green.
Suvi, we got a plant.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Oh, really? Okay, well, let's just take a look at the journal. Let's just see if there's anything else that we can do really quick. Alright, we gotta do this. Nexus, Kadara, yeah, we can't do that. So I guess we'll have to take care of this real quick. What we'll probably do is do that next episode. So we will come back later. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will talk to you next time. All right, bye.